What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Berghoff?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
What does the royal chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Bergo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Berghoff free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Berghoff and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Berghoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sir Hanush of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Before I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower, but God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace, perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Nick Vard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nick Vard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Listen, Bertha. I'm glad that you're such a reliable woman. I appreciate your skill with words, and that you didn't even give the slightest hint to what ails Nick Vard. I thought secrets were safe with me too. But it turns out I still have a lot to learn. From people like you. Nick Vard should be glad he came across people he can trust like the two of us. But for us to help him, first you have to tell me what ails him.
Well, I'd feel guilty if Lord Libac got worse because of my stubbornness. Very well, then. Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it. He shot himself.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
What do you want?
I need a bath.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I'd like you to give me a good scrub and take care of my clothes, please.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
How's this?
That's more like it. Excellent. You won't regret it, sir. Well, that's it for the bath. A shame you can't stay longer. There's all sorts of other pleasant things we could do together, sir.
You silly doggy.
Here, Mutt!
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. Who was it? A vagabond. God rest his soul. And get...
What would you like?
How long have you been serving in Trotsky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few things.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's served here since the days of the previous lord.
Show me your where. I'd like to discuss the...
We're nearly? Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking... How can I help?
I'll have a look at... I'd like to discuss the...
Well,
Is this enough?
look. Finally! I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Well, I've got half finished.
You silly doggy.
Fine. Now to temper it.
When he was little, he fit inside my hat.
What will it...
Sure. I'd like to discuss... Is this enough?
Look. Finally! Thank you, sir. And come again.
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
So, how did you end up at Trotsky?
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a swordmaster for the local castle garrison. I reckon he sensed he was in danger, and he was right. a band of scoundrels was lying in wait for us on the road, and they nearly got us.
How was your company ambushed? What happened exactly?
It was well planned, I must admit. They nearly got us.
And what went wrong for them?
Hard to say. Maybe we were just lucky, and God was watching over us.
That's all there was to it?
If you really want to know what I think, the idiots lacked discipline. They rushed it.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. But if they just waited a bit longer, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like I say, I thank the Virgin Mary and all the saints for watching over us.
Why do they call you Black Bartosz?
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, black hair. Every swordsman has a nickname, you know? Once you win a few tournaments, they give you one.
So you're really a highborn knight?
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his entire life.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should call you sir.
No, there's no need for formalities. Titles are worthless. A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
You must have been honored when the Royal Chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in Prague's royal castle, where von Burgo was a frequent guest.
I see. But what brought you to his attention? You have good connections, I suppose.
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid banquet. It was there Sir Otto offered me a position at his castle. I'd heard of Trotsky, of course, but I was still astonished when I saw it with my own eyes. Sir Otto spared no expense to build a truly mighty fortress.
Sorry, but we're about the same age, and I'd never have guessed you're a swordmaster.
We each have our own path, it seems. I even studied at university, while I could still afford it.
What? You're a man of letters as well?
I wouldn't go that far. I dabble in poetry a bit, that's all. I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich, and studying costs a fortune, and I didn't have one, so I had to do what I do best.
You became a mercenary.
That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university, and I came out of it alive, so I reckoned that's where my talent lies.
Where did you learn to fight, Bartosz?
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it. I travelled a lot and was taught by several masters.
I'd like to see the world too, but I haven't even made it to Prague yet.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters, you'll never become a master yourself. Fortunately, these days there are plenty of swordsmen in Prague who will train you for coin.
I hope to make it to our royal city someday soon.
If you do, go and see Master Lamprecht and give him my regards. He's a man of honor and a peerless master of the longsword.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something. As you can probably figure, I like the longsword because it's beautiful and an absolutely nimble weapon. Our grandfathers didn't use them, but today in Prague, everyone is tripping over themselves to learn how to fight with one. I'll be happy to show you how to handle it better. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
As you wish. The first thing is to realize a sword has 2 blades, and thanks to your second hand on the hilt, you can quickly spin it around and hit your opponent's head. These are exactly the techniques that make the longsword an extremely deadly weapon. Now come and try it a few times. All good?
I'd like to learn in...
Certainly. Why not? I like a longsword, but there's no such... Would you like... All right. Attack. Oh, now... All...
I'd like...
Why not? I can... It's... Glad you start... If now...
I'd like to...
So, if you want, I was... But of course, it won't now come... All good? No learning has ever fallen from...
I see you've got a dice table here.
Ah, I'd love to. But Father Nicodemus took me for everything I had. I've got nothing to wager. Oh, wait a mo. I may have something after all. The guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They thought it might lead to the thief's hoard. They wanted to go looking for it. But I took the map from them. Want to play for it?
Why don't you look for the hoard yourself?
I'm new here. I don't know the lay of the land. I wouldn't risk it. I'm glad I made it out alive when Lord von Bergov's retinue was ambushed on the way.
I'll gladly play for the map.
Let's get to it then.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
Kurva!
Sakra! Here, take it. I reckon I'll stay away from dice for a while.
Can we fight?
Come by another time. I've got better things to do right now.
Look what I have for you.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
I have to go now. Take care.
Farewell.
Greetings, sir.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
No need to sharpen this. That's one sharp blade. All right, done.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
I bought a lovely U-boat the other day for a great price.
What good's a boat to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
You hear, sir? Announced that everyone should have a good boat.
Which king would that be?
Oh, I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
I come to think of it. It was him who told me.
Well, I've got half the list.
Go with you. Well, today.
Greetings. What would you like?
So, Master Chamberlain, are you feeling better?
I don't want to hex it, but I'm a lot better. I even managed to finally lie down and close my eyes for a while.
That's good. It's a sign that your humours are back in balance. But you have to keep taking the medicine, otherwise you risk another collapse.
I'll be careful, thank you. And here's a small token of my gratitude.
While exploring the region, I came across several graves of your men.
Ah, yes. Captain Thomas and his men were not the only ones not to return. At least we know what happened to them. Here. Something for your trouble.
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic. But yes, unfortunately, once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Trotsky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in the region. Expect at least 10 beasts for every soul.
That's some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration, then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armour was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you, just run away. But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you cause a panic. God be with you.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir. And every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget, 9 drops. Take care.
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. What now?
God bless.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
What task?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff them out. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
You wanted a sword, so look at what I got for you.
I don't want an invisible sword. Them are spy swords. Suspicious.
I'll think of a way to convince you.
I'm always glad to see
You
polite
silly
people like
doggy.
you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Oh, for fuck's sake. Looks like it's almost done. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it.
God be with you, my friend. Well, good day.
Good doggy, good boy.
That's more like it.
At your service, sir.
This'll take a bit longer. Burning. That looks good. Now just to temper it.
Good day to you.
About Nickford.
Got that sword yet?
You wanted a...
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him. I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. It was good to see you, my friend.
I took a...
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out, and he'll keep going for fucking ages. And he's a well-behaved, smart animal as well. An honest stock, too. From the Sameen stud farm. Not one of them stolen nags that's seen around these parts. I've heard that wind is blowing from them dodgy nomads.
There are nomads around here.
Aye. I hear their camp is somewhere in the rocks by Rock Tower Pond. They've got horses there. God knows how they came by them.
Well, useful to know. So I can avoid such places.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables, so go and get him. You do know how to ride, don't you?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
See you later, my friend.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa. Go. Ka! Ja! Go! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
You're always welcome here, good sir.
What would you like?
What's new around?
Nothing new. It's quite.
Now.
Greetings, sir.
I found the water goblin's silver axe.
What do you mean? What axe?
The one from your story. 2 brothers, a silver axe, a water goblin. One brother got the axe, the other got drowned. You know.
Wait, so you actually found it? Do you have it? I have to see it.
Here you go.
It's not possible. Where did you find it?
I just followed your story. I found the pier by the rock tower pond, then went up to the old oak tree, then the big stone beside the road.
Doesn't really look like a woodcutter's axe. Are you sure this is really it?
But you didn't say it was a woodcutter's axe. You only said the water goblin's axe was silver.
I did, but still. In all the years that story's been told, everyone thought it was just a fairy tale for children. It has 4 different endings nowadays. When Johann and Jaleov tells the tale, it's about 2 sisters, and the water goblin grants one of them a pair of silver slippers. The other sister was jealous, but she didn't bother with the water goblin. She found her sister straight away and pushed her off a cliff in Apollonia. It's the same story, but Johann gave it some extra colour. Best not go looking for the slippers too. Although, with your luck. It was good to see you, my friend.
I apologize. There. It looks better already.
Go! Quick! Go! Die!
Whoa! What are you doing here?
Friend, welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
Well, congratulations are in order. What's his name?
Oh, Jonty. His name's Jonty.
I wish Jonty the best of health then.
My sentiments exactly. Best of health. You have to drink to him with me. I've got some fine brandy here. Come on, let's drink to his health.
What kind of brandy is this exactly?
Why, it's the finest I have. My late father gave it to me, saying that when he had a grandson, we drank it together. But he didn't live to see it.
Uh-huh.
It's been buried in the ground for 10 years, waiting for this moment. I'm sure you'll like it.
All right. May he grow strong, and to Jonty's health. Ugh! That was fucking disgusting! What? Fuck! What was in that drink? Oh, Dopperdelle! That horse and robbed me! Search! There now.
Why are you showing that off? Pathetic. You were starting to scare me.
What are you doing here?
Friend, welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
Well,
oh,
I wish
you have got.
What?
Why, my? It's
all right. And to John. Ugh, that was fucking disgusting. What? What are you doing here?
I'm.
Why are you telling me?
Apologies, young man, if you find this bothersome. But come and raise it. Maybe.
What?
Why, my. It's.
Thanks, but
I'd be very offended. You don't even want to wish my newborn good health?
I don't drink with strangers.
Who the fuck do you think I am, you prick? Here I am, offering to share my best booze with you, and this is how you treat me. I'll teach you, you cocky bastard. Now you're going to get it, sucker. You want to fight it out with blades, do you? You can't stand up to this. Ganging up on one. Fuck this.
God!
Quick!
God! Go! Go! God!
quick.
No, you don't.
What do you want?
Go to hell!
For glory!
Show what you're made of!
You can't run from me, arsehole!
I'm all yours!
Not tough enough on your own?
Ka!
Whoa!
That looks like a merchant's wagon that's been ambushed. Maybe it was Canker. Jules said Canker was robbing people in this gorge.
We're going to gut you, you whore son! Show your stuff! Ha! Fuck you!
No! I give up! Alert! Alert!
Mutt! Here, Mutt! Fuck, he's run off. Go!
Whoa, whoa!
Here you go. Take it.
Whoa, whoa!
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done. So he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin. But I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places. And poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. Take care.
Look what I have for you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Can I spend the night here?
Well, I don't know. This isn't an inn.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend...
But all I have is an old straw mat.
That's enough for me. Let's agree on a price. Do we have a deal?
Now that's... Thanks.
Where should I lie down?
It'll be best to sleep in the attic of our hunting lodge. Farewell, sir.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
What would you say to...
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more. Aye. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Go!
Whoa! Whoa! Have you lost something?
Quite the opposite, my friend. I am finding something. Treasure, to be exact. If it matters to you.
Treasure? Where is it?
I don't know yet, but this map here says it should be somewhere around here. At least I hope so.
Maybe I could look at the map? I might be able to help you.
Well, I am a bit stumped. I need all the advice I can get, but you'll give it back, understand?
Of course. Don't worry.
So, what's it gonna be? Are you trying to piss me off? Give it here!
Here you go. I can't help you, I'm afraid. It doesn't ring any bells.
Thanks anyhow. I'll keep looking.
Go! God! Go! Quick! Quick! God! 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 God!
Whoa!
God!
Oh, God! I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
God be with you, sir.
Could I have found the Slatigo poacher? I wonder if he's got anything on him. The poacher's dagger. At least that's some proof for the gamekeeper. Here, Mutt. Search. It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Good boy. Good boy.
Here you go. Take it.
Search.
Everything all right, eh?
Quick! Ka! Quick! Ja! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Welcome. What can I do?
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
What's the latest news?
Nothing more, and I hope...
Certainly.
Oh,
Have no
wow.
fear.
Now just this.
Good day to you.
Yeah. Greetings.
Good day to you.
Would you like...
What?
Master...
Let...
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. Why'd I even start playing?
On the table. You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time. My God, what a fuck up again! You're proper.
And what? Good evening.
God! Go! God! Whoa!
Hail, good man.
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You just wander the world.
Exactly. Never a dull day so far.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads, collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
I'm always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the tavern. What interests you more?
Tell me about the taverns.
There's this dingy place in Kuttenborough where you'll find a skeleton at one of the tables. Drank and drank and drank he did, until he drank himself to death.
And how exactly is this going to be of any use to me?
Next time you go drinking, be sure to remember him. No matter how well your evening is going, sometimes it's better to quit while you're ahead.
Well, I might just put that to the test. Thanks.
Safe travels. You're still here? What is it you need?
I think I'll be off.
Safe trap. You're still... What is it you need?
Do you have
another one? A riddle needs to be nice and mysterious. It has to stim you. What would people...
So you've got nothing more for me then?
That's enough for...
I think I'll be...
Safe travels then.
Go! Quick! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Go! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Good Evening. What do you need, lad?
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate. Getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskowitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. And they wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, it's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Kreisel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck. It was good to see you, my friend.
Fucking rain. What would you like?
Sure.
Fair enough. Ka!
Go! Whoa.
Hey there! Stop a while and have a drink. We can play dice.
God bless you.
Ah, Laudetur Jesus Christus! Here you are at last. I've been waiting for you.
Me? And who exactly am I meant to be?
The one I have been summoning. Exorcizo te per deum vivum.
Sorry, but I'm quite sure I'm not who you're expecting. You're confusing me with someone else.
You can't hide from me, you monstrum infernium mundum. Now you shall reveal what you withheld from me last time.
I don't think I owe you anything.
So, you want to play chess again, you treacherous Draco Nefande Spiritus Mendax?
Unfortunately, Latin doesn't mean much to me.
Ah, but you understand it. You can't deny it, you shaitan al-Shari.
That's not helping.
Are you here to ridicule me, or are we going to play? Last time you didn't beat around the bush. Non te excusa, Sedage.
Well, all right. We can play, but only dice. Chess isn't my game.
Aha! That's you all over. You lost last time, so now you're looking to wriggle out of it. Impostor in aeternum. Well, if Fortuna serves you better with the Mundus Viribus et Satana,
what game would you like to...
Masters.
Let's play.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. I hope I'll throw higher. Someone's throwing well. And you look like you can't count to 5. Damn it! That can't be possible.
I'm off. So, Vade in... Oh yeah, that's it. In nomine Jesu Christi.
What are you saying? That's the last thing I would expect from you.
Whoa!
Here you go. Take it.
Go! 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 Die! Quick!
Whoa!
For the cross! Go! Ka! Die!
Whoa!
What? Hey, it's me. Come over here.
No longer calling me Hans, then?
Well, see, I discovered the truth of the matter. Hans double-crossed me.
How do you know?
I found out by chance. It wasn't just me that fell for that tale of selling wares for a tidy profit in Germany. He'd take people to taverns, get all friendly with them, then take all their goods and vanish.
How many people are we talking about?
I know of at least 3. But it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a lot more of us.
It happens all the time. Well, you should report him. They'll catch him and give him what for.
It's already been done. He got caught with stolen goods somewhere. Then one thing led to another, and they found out he was involved in all sorts of dodgy business.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I suppose so. But it made me realize how hard it is to trust anyone these days.
Not everybody's out to get you.
I hope you're not, at least. Sorry I mistook you for him. But you do look a lot alike.
So, chances are you won't be seeing your money from Hans again, will you?
Oh, see, that reminds me. I need to pay you back for what you gave me last time. Hans may have been a crook, but I pay my debts.
Nah, you keep it. I'm sure you need it more than I do right now.
Seems that not all people are bad after all. May God repay you for your kindness.
I'd like to purchase...
Take your pick.